Hello everyone, welcome to the afternoon stream. My name is Dude Zord and I work on awesome game dev projects here on Twitch. Today is Thursday and we are working on an Unreal Engine 5 game, a real-time strategy game called Standalone, a game that we've been developing for a little bit over 2 years with some friends of ours. And currently I'm just waiting for Unreal to boot, which is half of the streams because Unreal is really that slow. If you are there and if you are listening to me, can you kindly... Oh, so this is broken again. Hold on. Bruh. GG, fixed. Can you kindly tell me if my voice sounds good? By good I mean similar to the other days, because apparently on the morning stream the mic was misbehaving somehow. And I just restarted the PC and I did some recordings from OBS and it kind of sounded similar, so I don't really know. Okay, maybe I can listen to myself on the other PC. Hold on. Okay, is this good enough? I mean, it sounds okay-ish. I don't know. Okay, so the task for today, or the task for the afternoon even, is related to purchasing multiple units. When shift clicking So currently, if you go in one of the bases and you click on the purchase buttons, it only purchases one at a time. And we kind of want to have support for shift click. And by shift clicking, hopefully it should purchase a bunch of them at once, if possible. So that's what we are trying to implement today, or this afternoon even. I would say that we should probably start with the settings menu. I'm just waiting for Unreal again. Okay, I have no changes here, so that's cool. So if I play the game now, I'll give you a quick demo. Once Unreal actually decides to cooperate, that is. You are blue. Okay, so if we have a base selected and we click one of these buttons here, you'll notice that it only queues up one. If I click 3 times, it adds one per each click, essentially. And we want to change that. We want to be able to shift and then click, and then it should add a bunch of purchases at the same time. So that's the plan. Ideally, we would want to go into this menu here over gameplay, and we will want to have like a setting here somewhere that allows us to purchase multiple at the same time. So I think that we can probably start from there. Okay, so I'll leave that running. I'll know that we have a DT settings layout thing. So I'll do it like this. And we will want to add a new gameplay called shift multiple purchase amount. Settings ID. Oh, I'm gonna need to add a new settings ID. I see. Section ID is gonna be commands, sort order. Can put it 30. Row type can be what's the difference between a slider and an input slider? Okay, I'll put it a slider then. Okay, minimum size 2, maximum size 10. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is like in the middle. Okay, I'll move it to the other side. In resolution options, I also don't know what this is. Okay, so looks fine. Okay, so I'm gonna save this now. We'll need to somehow modify this settings ID so it actually like has that value there. So we'll need to figure out where that is. So we have something called settings ID. Okay, it's not cooperating. Require hold, require hold for attack something. Okay, so I think this is what we need to do. So the name of this is going to be multiple purchase amount. Multiple purchase quantity. I don't know if I should put like amount or quantity, but YOLO. So I'll put a multiple purchase quantity. Okay, so I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna need to stop Unreal Engine because I modified this other file, so we will need to recompile it. Not the engine, the game. And then we'll need to bind that thing a bunch of times over, essentially. But we can get there after. Okay, I wonder what's the difference between a slider and the input slider. Or maybe a slider is just a slider and the input slider allows you to change the value, maybe? It has like an actual input. So it's an input plus slider. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Okay, so now I'll play the game. Oh, this shouldn't work. I still need to go to that file. Hold on. Stop. DT settings. Layout. And multiple purchase quantity. Yes. Okay, and I kind of want to move it to 38, just so it's in order with the rest. Okay, now we click play. And we need to go to the menu. 3, 2, 1, go. Settings, gameplay. Oh, it didn't appear there. Oh, that's sad. Require hold for attack move. What do you mean? Did I change it here? Gameplay. Multiple purchase quantity. Oh, it's the label. Never mind. Multiple purchase quantity. Description. Hi, same issue with audio, but much less prominent. Hello. Yeah, I lowered it, like minus 10 dB, because if I do it like this, now it sounds the same. I didn't change anything. There's nothing that changed on my PC besides Windows probably updating something on its own. I don't know, maybe I need to reinstall the drivers for the microphone or something. But I would say it's not anything that I will tackle right now. Quantity of units to purchase when shift while clicking shift. Slider. So yeah, we'll go like this for today at least. Then maybe later I will investigate a little bit more. But really the only thing is that yesterday when I turned off the PC, at the evening, Windows said it had an update, so I installed the update. So that's the only thing that changed. I didn't actually configure or change any configuration on my own. Why is this shit like showing us this? Maybe slider is not a slider. The hell? I mean, they are all sliders. Is functional. The fuck? Do all the sliders need to be called is functional? Oh, because it's like a is disabled kind of thing. It's weird. Okay, we'll figure it out. No biggie. Row widget class. Item switch. Oh, so how do I change that class then? Oh, it's this. Oh, it's kind of odd that I also need to change this. Item slider. I don't like that. So I need to say its type and then also setting its class. Yeah, no me gusta. But it is what it is. Okay, at the very least now, I should have this multiple purchase quantity, which goes from 2 to 10. Pretty cool. So it's already there on the menu. So good job. So I think I will just commit this. Add multiple purchase quantity slider to settings menu. Okay, good job. And now we will need input slider. I don't care about this. We will need to bind this to something. So as far as I know, I think it's something like this. So whenever this value changes, it actually sets that value there. So I'm gonna say this is the multiple purchase quantity. And then this is gonna be, but these are only booleans. No. So it's not there. Hold on. Slider row, input slider, gameplay. So it's going to be here. So here we say value equals pending dot gameplay dot multiple purchase quantity. Break. Okay, but now these mean that we need to add something here to this max zoom stuff. So I'm gonna say that this is a multiple purchase quantity. Minimum is 2, maximum is 10. Do I have an interval? Probably not. Can I say that this guy is an integer instead? Bro, I'm back. Hello TM, how's it going? Welcome back. Okay, so we're gonna have this multiple purchase quantity here. So pretty cool stuff. I want to continue check where this is used, find usages. So here is for the fake guy that I don't care about. Then it's this one that I added here on the slider. And then it's handle bull row changed, which I'll need to do as well for the handle slider changed. Okay, case, ERT settings, gameplay, multiple purchase quantity, settings equals new value break. Okay, so that code there is proper. Bro, with my GDD, what happened with your GDD? Oh. Require all the source interface target. Okay, so this is like copying the value over. Okay, so I think I need to call it like a multiple purchase quantity. Take a look, please. I don't like opening stuff on the stream. If you don't mind, I'd rather read it off stream and then I can give you some feedback. Like if you have a Discord server or if you have like a Discord account, I have this server there. You are free to join. Feel free to post it there, and then I'll read it if that's okay with you. Currently I'm working on this, you know. Okay, so we have that there. Then we also have this get all commits except resolution. I don't know what this is, bro. Multiple purchase quantity, and then we also have it here. I kind of feel like this is so convoluted though. Multiple purchase quantity. Okay, we got a message. Someone joined the server. TM the gamer. Hell yeah, welcome, welcome. Okay, so this feels like it's all done from here. Okay, so I would say that the only place now that is missing is figuring out how does one use these values? You know, how does one use these values? Because apparently this one specifically, this B require all for attack move, this is not bound to anything, which is kind of odd. So it's only like comparing. So I kind of need to add this as well. F math is nearly equal, and then I do multiple. Oh, is it not here? No, it's called multiple purchase quantity. Do you not know about this guy? Oh, because this is an hint. Okay, then I can just say equals equals then. Okay. Okay. Let me mute this one. Require old. Yeah, I don't think this guy is like actually being used in any part of the code. What about smart right click? Also no. Okay, what about smooth camera? Ah, it's being used there. Applied gameplay settings dot. Okay, so I think that this is what we'll need to do. We'll need to get the applied gameplay settings and then get the value and then somehow purchase the thing. Okay, so assuming that all of this now is properly working, so I'll need to recompile this just to make sure that it compiles without errors. Okay, I'm just waiting for this. Okay, so apparently there's this applied gameplay settings thing. So I can use this from the pawn and from the player controller. Those are the two places where I have access to this. Player controller and pawn. Okay, so I'll need to somehow unite both of them. Okay, so apparently these work now. Apparently these worked. I think I'm having allergies or something. I don't know if I like this show the circle while overing thing, but it's whatever. Okay, so I can purchase with Q. Okay, so I need to figure out how to actually bind these things. Hold on. So this is the fortress selection. Sorry, this is the... No, it's the fortress selection widget. That's correct. And then we'll need to have like a... We'll call this send purchase command from somewhere, which is this. So it's on purchase button clicked. We call this. Okay, so my question is, does this get called whenever I click the Q key? Or does it only work whenever I click the thing? So if I click Q, okay, it doesn't go there. But if I click the button, it also doesn't go there. Hold on. Okay, there's something odd here. Okay, I feel like something weird is happening. Okay, so this does not call that. This is attached. Okay, what about request purchase? Can I do this? Okay, so this works. So this calls purchase unit by index because I entered the start purchasing thing. Okay, so if I click Q, it goes on purchase unit by index. If I click here, it also goes to purchase unit by index here. So on MOE player controller. Okay. Okay, so the player controller will actually know if they have like shift pressed or not, which is going to be cool. So how do I do this? Okay, so I need to know if I'm clicking shift. I need to grab the applied gameplay settings and see what value I have there. And that's the purchases, the number of purchases that I'm gonna attempt. That's the number of purchases that I'm going to attempt. The thing is that so I have this handle slot. Oh, so it comes from the command grid widget. Execute preset action, handle slot. Okay, so that all of that code does not do anything. And then this one comes from start purchasing. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So here I could pass an amount as an argument. And then this needs to be called once for each purchase thing. Okay, what does this delegate actually do? What delegate is this, my guy? I don't know, but this clearly does something. Can I see what binds here? Find usages. Add new object. So handle command grid activation activate for UI. So it called this. Okay, and then it just like does some sort of like effect. Gotcha. Okay. Purchase unit by index. Purchase unit by index. Okay, I'm already lost again. Purchase unit by index. But this was with the Q button. Yes. Purchase unit by index. And if I do a Q click, it also goes purchase unit by index. Okay, so I kind of feel like I want to pass like an amount or a quantity here, you know. Which by default is going to be this. It's fine. Okay, and then because this is several of them for fortress, I'll need to do a for int I equals 0, I less than quantity, e plus plus, and then we do this. So it's gonna do this, each one of these for each purchase quantity. Get available purchase unit. Check the purchase list. Okay, this is just to check if I can actually buy that guy. Execute repeating purchase. Okay, where does this come from? Begin repeating purchase. Oh, it has a timer, so it like queues up multiple. Okay. So because this is repeating, this will only add one. This is only going to add one. Okay, so let me stop this. So now there should be more places where I actually need to change the number of arguments there. So there's this start purchasing. And I guess that this one, I don't know, but I'll need to do the same thing. So I'll need to check if shift is pressed. It's the first part. Then if yes, get the multiple purchase quantity. And then you pass the purchase quantity there. So purchase quantity is going to be 1. Okay, and this is what I'm going to pass here. Then I'm going to need to check if shift is pressed. I know that shift is pressed when I don't think if this captures it. Should exit and on a shift release. This is the modifier input. It's the modifier input. So if we have the modifier input, then we need to get the gameplay settings. We need to get the multiple purchase quantity, and you'll need to say that the purchase quantity is that one actually. And then this is what we pass there. Pretty cool. And I would say that it's the same thing There should be another place, which is this one, which should be the same thing. So purchase unit by index, and then we pass the purchase quantity there. Okay, pretty cool. Let's just compile this just to make sure that we don't have any errors. I mean, I think we are finishing the task. I don't know if I want to work more on Unreal today. Maybe it's gonna be a giga short stream. Who knows? Okay, so it's compiling. I mean, I think this guy only works for the current guy, yeah, because it's the player controller. So I mean, I think in theory it should work. Let's see. Okay, so it compiles, so now I can launch Unreal. And then we get the purchase quantity from the gameplay settings. Here on the execute repeating purchase, I'm not sure about that one. Because the repeating purchase is essentially if you leave the button pressed down. But I don't know. Okay. We'll see, we'll see. You are blue. Yes. Okay, so I can buy one, and if I press Q and leave the button pressed, it continues to buy them, as you can see. So that's pretty cool. If I go on the menu, on gameplay, commands, multiple purchase, it should buy 5 of them. So let's go here. I'll put the rally point there, and then I'm gonna do shift and click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty cool. If I do now shift Q, also 5. I mean, good job. I think it's working. I think it's working. Yeah. Pretty cool. Four, 5. Okay. I mean, it worked. GG. It worked first try. I never doubted it. I never doubted it. Yeah, I don't know about the repeating purchase. Because I don't know. I think I'll use the repeating purchase as one for now. Okay, so what? Add multiple purchase sellers to the settings menu. Apply multiple purchase quantity when buy with multiple purchase quantity when clicking shift. I mean, good job. We did it. I think it's done. So that means that we get to create another PR. I mean, this was like very, very simple. As expected. Yeah, I like working on these smaller tasks. Purchase multiple entity units. Okay, and this took us like 45 minutes at most. So we have 1 hour, 2 hours and 30, around 3 hours of work today. Okay. I mean, we can probably now start working on a new task. Actually. Command C. No. Purchase multiple units. Okay, so this is the other task that we also have on the list. Right now, the fortress system selects the lowest health nearby unit for the guard. In the beginning of the game, this is usually the behavior players want. Later in the game, you should be able to press a button to toggle lowest health, highest health. Defender, that is when I press the button from then on, when a fortress is looking to choose a guard unit, it will pick the highest health nearby unit. In WC3, this is a small button. We can do something similar for now. It could be just a gray debug button or whatever. Don't worry about the styling too much. Okay, so we should have a button somewhere that we can essentially choose. We can essentially click to decide which type of guard we will want to pick. So there's a method somewhere called assign new guard or assign guard. Assign new guard, yes. And where is this getting called from? Okay, this is just a register of the fortress, so it just creates one unit there directly. Then we have the assignments. So this is for the switch defender. So the switch defender, as far as I know, it's a manual thing. Yeah, so it's a command that is sent. Then this is the replacement. Constrain guard to circle. So this is a find replacement guard. I think I'll need to check what that code does. Constrain guard to circle. Handle guard assignment, find a new guard. Yeah, I think it's gonna need to be this, the find new guard method. Scan for passing units. I kind of feel like there are tons of methods that do the same thing, you know? which is kinda odd. Okay, what about the find new guard? What does these do? This does the same thing. So this does like an health check. Okay, I'm hella confused already. Okay, what about these scan passing units? Where is this called from? On process fortress. No guard assigned, scan tight radius for passing units. Okay, so this is if the fortress doesn't have a guard added to it. And then this is the end all guard assignment, when it has a guard, but maybe the guard died just now. Or something. Yeah, it checks if the guard is alive. And if it is, it just constrains the guard to a circle, meaning that even if he tries to move, it doesn't leave. If the guard is dead, then we set guard entity to index none. And then we try to find a new guard. And then the new guard check is based on the health. So it's this method here, find new guard. And then we have assign, which just assigns it, which is correct. But what about the scan for passing units? I kind of feel like this check here should kind of be the same as the other code, you know? It's like, it's similar. So this has the fortress data and nearby units. And this also has like a nearby units there. Yeah, so we get the nearby units there. This does a dot reset. Oh, so this finds new units as well. Why? I mean, it's kinda sus. I don't know. It's kinda weird. Okay, in any case, this is the... Okay, OBS is gonna